Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in the bottle, put my heart in a case. It's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Send me sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still start singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers for the seeds that I'm sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my road. At the end of my wrongs, I need some good news. Sitting there sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still start singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still start singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
Say less, 'cause you already got me, baby. Say less, talking's only slowing us down. Do you believe in love at first sight? Should I walk on by again? 'Cause I don't know if I could survive. You took all my oxygen. She said, baby, what you talking about? There's no something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less, 'cause you already got me, baby. Say less, talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Mere feeds from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta.
Young Way 2 to kick off Atlanta.
Young Kweku has it all teed up. And we're underway in Atlanta. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Love gonna air this out to start. Right off the rip, he's throwing. He's got it at the 30. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. But they put that talk into action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown, and one massive statement sent across the field.
On is Cade York for the PAT. Oh, and it's no good. Just his second missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And this is taken in the end zone but not returned, so they'll take it out to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Penix to the air to start us off. Able to find Jones. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Play action. Here's Penix. Throwing deep for the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. And again, it's Penix. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Here's Robinson. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
in that close in the red zone, you know they're upset. You couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Now motion him out of the backfield. 2nd and 8. He lets one fly deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Shotgun now for Love. Stays in the pocket. Now he takes it. He loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Penix working from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He just throws this one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Pitts brings it in. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
They're set up at the 35 now. Penix now on 1st down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. He'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Penix here from the gun. Along the sideline, and Pitts brings it in. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
He has the first over the middle. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. The QB just nailed it.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Rolling left, buying some time. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
That's brought in by Mooney. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. The scoreboard reads 14-3. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. 3rd down, it's Penix. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Robinson can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons make it a one-score game in the 1st half. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
we've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that kick is going to go out of bounds, and you know what that means. That ball is headed to the 40. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. 1st and 10 from the 41. Love out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Love from the gun. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Handoff here to Jacobs. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Lloyd will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Packers looking for a bigger lead before the break. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. From the pistol, here's Love. Buys time, rolling right. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Groupie sends it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
On now is York to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. He puts some power on a deep one left. That's complete inside the 35. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons earn the chance to tie before halftime. Koo on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons make it 17-all. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. They stick with Jacobs. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Play fake, it's Love. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Jaden Reed, the intended target. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. He'll be touchdown short of the marker, so 4th down coming up.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up with the 20 after the touchback. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. On 1st down, here's Penix. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take the lead just before halftime. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. First down throw, here's Love. That is incomplete, down to 13 seconds left.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it, but that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
Penix on first down. Has the connection to Jones. Again, he's got room. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. That tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time to secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throwaway.
Robinson can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
The play lost a yard.
Now Penix on 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now Love. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Handoff, running right, Jacobs. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him 3 on that game. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. They motion the tight end over. They go counter. It's Jacobs. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Going run again with Jacobs. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Jacobs running behind center. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. 4th down, here's Love. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, you have to finish with points.
That's grabbed inside the 30. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Completed over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Falcons will have a first. From the red zone now. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Getting out to his left. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Koo on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21.
17.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Target that time, Jayden Reed. And it sets up second down. Shotgun now for Love. Connection made to Shakir. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Packers with the football and a chance to, well, do some window dressing here in the fourth.
Packers 17.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. To the air with Love. Forced out to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Let's go. Ready?
Play action. Here's Penix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Go.
Penix working from the gun. Pitts brings it in. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Penix on 3rd down. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
It's 4th down.
And again, it's Penix. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Thrown on 1st down, Love. He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Falcons take over on his 5th interception of the season. Oh man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
2nd and 10, Penix to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
10 yards to go.
70 range.
Penix here from the gun. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
And the Falcons.
Here we go, set.
1st and 10 at the
19 line.
45-yard line.
Mustang 19. Take go.
From the shotgun, Penix. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Edgerrin Cooper takes it away. And the Packers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy out, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Second down now, 7 to go. Play fake, it's Love. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Throwing his Love on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll run for it. Jacobs. And he works this to the 38 before going down. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up. To the air with Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Let's go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He throws him. They connect on the deep shot. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown.
Do what I should, like. Point, like. Do what I could, like.